Alright, that's the last charge in place. The fuses are set to go off together so that all the castle defenses are destroyed at the same time. I've got to hand to the Queen. Her explosives are far more powerful than anything I've used before. I mean, these charges are pretty powerful, but they're nothing compared to the one we rigged to the kingdom's outer wall. That will blow a hole in it big enough for 2 armies to walk through. Speaking of bombs, as much as I'm enjoying the view, I don't think we want to be hanging here when these explosives go off. But, before we can climb up, we need to wait for Kate's distraction. She needs to draw the guards' attention or we'll be captured the second we climb onto those walls. So, how are you feeling, Your Highness? Are you excited to be home, scared, angry? I mean, it feels like forever since we've walked through these streets. The Empire has already changed so much. Imperial banners in every street, posts on every wall about King Silus, and wanted posters of us. It's a lot to take in. Not to mention they got my nose completely wrong in the wanted poster. I'm far more handsome than that. But don't worry. Soon this will all be over and the kingdom will be safe again. So, do you remember the plan? Once the chargers blow up the archer towers and defenses on the walls, the explosives on the kingdom's outer walls will let the Queen's soldiers in. While as they fight Silus's army, we sneak into the castle and take down Silus. Alistair's spies say that he's been locked away in his chambers for days. Nobody knows why, but my guess is that the Mad King is plotting another crazy scheme. Anyway, once we've dealt with him, we will go up to the castle tower and destroy the flag of the Empire that's on top of it. When that symbol of the Empire's victory falls, we will be free. But I don't just want to take down the flag. That won't be a big enough message. We need to blow the thing up. Take the entire roof off that damn tower. Check this out. I turned my shoulder bag into one massive black powder explosive. All you need to do is pull this pin on the front, and it will light a short fuse. Then you'll have 10 seconds or so to run before it goes boom. This will make short work of that tower. Well, that's Kate's signal. I had no idea what she was planning to do, but I guess that a group of rebels suddenly appeared in the middle of the marketplace is obvious enough. Alright, come on. Let's get up on the battlements. Alright, we made it. And just in time to see the fireworks. Looks like Kate's distraction is working. There's not a single guard left on the walls. Which should be going boom right about...
Charge, my soldiers, for the Alliance!
Okay, that was amazing. I wish I could do all that over again. Oh no. It's Silus. He's not in the tower. He's heading towards the market. Oh no. No, 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 no. This isn't part of the plan. The rebels won't stand a chance against him and his elite guards. And Kate will... Oh my god, Kate! Kate, get out of there! Uh-oh. I think he saw us. Yep. He definitely saw us. Quickly, there's an entrance to the castle at both ends of this wall. Follow me. Watch out. Archers are firing at us. Keep your head down and keep running. We're almost there. Alright. We made it. Are you okay? You weren't hit, were you? Good. Alright. Well, the plan isn't totally ruined. We can still destroy the tower. We'll just need to hope that the Queen's armies are enough to handle Silus's guards. Uh-oh. Expecting any visitors? No one's home! Whatever happens, stay behind me. Kate, Alistair. Aren't you guys a sight for sore eyes?
Lucien, Your Highness, are you both okay? We saw the archers firing at you. You aren't hurt, are you?
We're alright. We're just glad you're both okay. Wait, Alistair, what are you doing here? I thought you were meant to be back with the Queen.
Well, I was just,
Alistair saved me. I was running from Silus's guards when he pulled me into his secret corridor. I'm lucky he showed up when he did, or I would have been caught.
Huh. Alright. Did you see the explosion at least? Pretty cool, right?
Yes, good work both of you. The Queen and her forces are taking the outer districts of the kingdom as we speak.
Nice attraction, by the way.
Why, thank you. I was thinking of just lighting a fire. But then again, I always did prefer a more hands-on approach.
So, what now?
Silus's forces are retreating to the castle. We need to get to that tower and destroy the Empire's flag. The Queen knows that's where we're heading to, so that tower will be your safest place to be if she starts using siege weapons on the castle.
Alistair, do you know the way to the tower?
Well, the central tower is usually accessible from all wings of the castle. However, having spent the last 10 minutes running from the heavy guard population on this side, that would leave only the corridors on the opposite side of the battlements as a viable route. Meaning, we're going to have to do a little more running. Back into the hail of arrows you escaped from.
Of course. 'Cause it couldn't be simple, could it?
Did anyone happen to pack an umbrella?
Alright, we'll just have to move fast. Once we're running, everyone's spread out so we're harder to hit.
Don't worry, Your Highness. If arrows start raining down on us, I promise I'll use Alistair as a human shield to protect you.
Ugh.
I'm only joking, Alistair. Mostly. Alright, ready? Go.
Rebels are on the battlements. Archers.
Oh dear. Damn it, Kate. I'm a scholar, not a pincushion. How did I let you talk me into this?
We're lucky that these archers are a terrible shot.
I can see the door. We're almost there. Give me that bow. Outrun this.
Was anybody hit?
I'm all right. Never running again, though.
Guys?
Lucien. Oh no. No. Lucien, stay with me.
I have to admit, even with one eye, Silus is a pretty good shot.
Hey. It's okay. Just keep pressure on your wound. We'll get you to safety. Alistair, try and stop the bleeding.
I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sorry.
Save your strength. You're going to need it for all the celebrating we're going to do when this is over.
I think it's too late for me. But you guys get to that tower, and when you find Silus, you guys kick his ass for me.
Don't say that. You're going to be fine. Alistair's going to patch you up like he always does. Right, Alistair? Alistair?
I'm sorry.
Alistair, what are you... No, don't just stand there! Do something! Save him! Save him! Please, Alistair, save him.
Your Highness, you'll be a great, fantastic ruler. I'm sorry. I won't be there to see it.
Lucien.
Alistair, I know I gave you a hard time, but you're alright. You can go back to your girlfriend. I still don't know what she sees in you, bud.
She's not my... Sure, Lucien. Whatever you say, my friend.
Alistair's actually being nice to me. Who's dying? Now, that's pretty funny.
Lucien? Wake up. You need to wake up. Don't do this to me. I promise to protect you. I'm sorry.
Kate, we need to go.
We can't leave him like this.
What do you want us to do? Carry his body to the tower? He'll only slow us down. We'll come back for him. I promise.
I'm sorry, Lucien. Let's just destroy that damn tower. We should be close. Let's place Lucien's explosives and get back to Lucien. I won't leave him down there. Here, Your Highness. You hold on to the explosive shoulder bag whilst I make sure the pass is cleared.
Well. So the rebels finally arrive.
Silus. Your Highness, stay behind me and hold onto that bag.
I must say, I am impressed. But the two of you surely can't be so optimistic as to think you can defeat me.
Even with only one eye, you should be able to see there are three of... Alistair?
It seems your scholar has realized he's on the losing side.
We don't need him to take you down. Right, Your Highness?
Oh yes, what a force to be reckoned with. The apprentice and the traitor royal. I'm shaking in my boots.
You don't sound too good.
Really? I hadn't noticed. By all accounts, I think I sound pretty good for a walking corpse.
What do you mean?
Tuberculosis. A nice little parting gift from the Fulheim dungeons. It's destroying my lungs. As I'm sure your highness will tell you, you could hear the wheeze in my laugh progressively worsen ever since our encounter during the Imperial Ball. Doctors say I have weeks, maybe days. Still, that's more than enough time to crush a rebellion.
Silus, Please, surrender. Come with me. Maybe we can help you. I can talk to the Queen. Maybe her doctors can find a cure before it's too late.
Don't patronize me. You think because I'm dying that you can talk down to me like I'm some sick peasant? I trained you, girl.
You know why we're up in this tower. What that means. The Queen's forces have surrounded the castle. You know you have lost. You and I used this exact same tactic against the Empire when we fought together. You taught it to me, for God's sake!
I did. I taught you everything you know. Vouched for you when our fellow knights said you weren't ready. I stood by your side as we fought the Empire together. Kept you safe. Trained you. And in the end, I made my life forfeit to save yours. And after all that, where were you when I was rotting in that dungeon?
Silus, I'm sorry, but...
You're sorry? Sorry for what? Sorry that in your arrogance you purposefully led our troops into an Imperial ambush that I warned you to avoid? Sorry that your eagerness to prove yourself cost the lives of countless men and women under your command? Sorry that I was forced to divert my battalion to come to your aid? Or sorry that I was captured whilst saving you from your own incompetence?
No, I didn't mean to. I tried to save you, I tried. But you were held in the Imperial dungeons, I couldn't...
Who put me there, Kate? Who put me there? You may have fooled the rebels into thinking of you as a wise and capable leader, but I know the truth. To me, you will always be my greatest failure.
No.
You think because you wield my old blade that you're my equal? That you've surpassed me?
Silus, I don't want to surpass you. I want my mentor back, my friend, who loved this blade more than anything. Please, please, I'm begging you. You take this sword back, and you come home.
That blade means nothing to me now.
No.
You are a shining example of the weakness of the Queen's forces. Petulant children fighting for glory or fame, rather than to fulfill their duty. The Empire stands for discipline, order, and stability, and will share these values across the land. It is the choice of these kingdoms to either accept the Empire's gifts and become a part of something greater, or die among the foundations.
What is wrong with you? The Silus I know saw the value in every soldier. He would never fight for such an evil cause.
The Allied Kingdoms, the Fulheim Empire, they're all the same, Kate. There is no right and wrong anymore.
I don't believe that. I can't.
Very well. Come, Kate. It's time for your final lesson.
You have to remember!
To remember what? The bloodshed, the fighting, the noble cause?
To remember us!
Bold, but predictable. You really have learned nothing new, have you?
I don't want to hurt you! Silus! Snap out of it! You are not a monster! You are my friend! My mentor!
It's too late, Kate. You're talking to a shell. The man you once knew is gone.
Silus! Please!
Stop dodging.
Why are you slowing down? It's over, Silus. Your plan has failed.
My plan? You really don't know. I can't suppose I blame you. I didn't figure it out until I attacked your base in the sewers.
What are you talking about?
Do you really think the Emperor would release an enemy prisoner and expect them to kill their own king. I was only released to deliver him a message. Surrender, and make no attempt to help his ally, the Queen, who so kindly took you rebels in. Do this, and his kingdom will be unharmed. But after my release, I went to see her first. I told her about the deal, and she knew the king's thirst for war was fading. She knew he would accept the emperor's offer. So she told me to rest, and whilst I did, she secretly contacted the emperor with a counter-offer. Fulheim and her kingdom would undergo a temporary ceasefire, ending all hostilities. And in exchange, she would help them kill her ally and claim the king's throne for the empire.
What?
Oh yes. She planned it all perfectly. She saw how fragile my mental state was, and whispered stories of the king's hatred of me and his disregard for the kingdom's citizens into my ear. She even secretly proposed an arranged marriage between her nephew and your highness, just so she could use it to manipulate me. She wound me up like a toy soldier and turned me on the king. Because she knew that when I killed him, your highness would rise up in rebellion. And if the queen could help them reclaim their throne, then she would have a strong ally once more. One with a hatred for the empire that would never fade like their fathers did.
You're lying!
Why do you think she continued to back your little rebellion after its presence in this kingdom was crushed? Why would she take the risk of being discovered and violating the ceasefire? She planned it. Do you see now just how naive you truly are? You've been a pawn in a game you didn't even know you were playing. Ready to be sacrificed when the time was right. Like your little street rat friend. My guards found his body downstairs. I'll make sure when this is over to hang it from the castle walls as a warning.
Enough! I've heard enough of your vile lies. You are not the Silus I knew.
Thank you. The knight that fought the king's foolish war was weak. Only through what I have become can peace be achieved.
Prepare yourself, monster.
What? You aren't going to try and make me see sense? To save my soul?
No.
That a girl. Yes, I can feel your hatred. Finally, you're doing whatever it takes to win.
Stop talking and fight, coward! I'll kill you!
You'll never beat me, Kate. I taught you everything you know.
I don't have to beat you. I just have to last longer than your lungs. You're getting slower.
Insolent brat. You haven't won yet.
Get on your knees! I will defeat you! For Lucien! For the king! For the rebellion!
Enough! I'll throw you from this balcony and let you join my armor. Get over there. Surrender, or I let you fall.
Never.
Don't be foolish. You can't win.
You taught me that, Silus. You taught me to never give up, to be strong.
Enough with your ramblings.
I have survived this war because of your teachings.
Stop talking.
I survived because you protected me. Because you loved me.
Shut up.
And if there is any of the men I loved still in there, I know you won't do this.
Kate, please, please, just give up.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Silus. But I'm trying now. Silus?
I'm sorry. And you, Your Highness, look out over the tower's balcony. Look upon your work as your city screams and burns. You did this. You and your rebellion. It's clear that this kingdom cannot truly join the Empire, whilst there are those who remember the way things once were. Once your rebellion has been defeated, and the Queen driven back to her borders, the Emperor will order a mass purge. All former citizens will leave this kingdom, or die. I warned you this would happen. I did what I had to do, took the kingdom like I did, to prevent something worse, to prevent this. Prevent the Empire's armies from burning everything to the ground. Only now, at the end, do you understand? This kingdom is doomed. But we don't need to share its fate. We can run far away. Everything I did for you. To save you from suffering the reality of this war. But all this scheming, I never wanted any of it. For either of us. Yet we were dragged into this world of empires and revolutions. But it doesn't have to end this way. We could change our names, abandon our titles, and stow away on a ship across the seas, where I can finally build us the cottage in the forest that we dreamed about. We can make that dream a reality for however long I have left. We can do it together. All you need to do is put down your weapon and hand me whatever's in that satchel that you're clutching to so tightly. Why are you... Why won't you just listen to me? I'm not the bad guy here. I'm trying to give you an out. To give us another choice. Drop your weapon and give me the satchel. Now. I don't... Fine. So be it. What I do next, I do without choice, and take no pleasure in it. Prepare yourself, Your Highness. It'll all be over soon. Striking first, bold but foolish. Missed again. Pathetic. Why are you making me do this? You call this a fight? You're weak, untrained, off balance. The only one who could have defeated me was thrown from that balcony, and you couldn't save her. Oh, finally, some fire. Everything I did for you. And how do you thank me? You shun me, abandon me, you betray me. Enough! Give me that satchel. Aha! Now, what have you been hiding from me? Oh. Hello, my love. No, you're not dead. Not yet. It's not your time. You still have a kingdom to save. The Empire will return, and when it does, you must be ready. I wish I could help, but I'm afraid I can't come with you. I want to, but... Your Highness, I'm not really here. This is all in your head. That thing out there, twisted and warped by fear and rage and pain, that's me. That's the real Silus. I'm just an echo, a memory of the man you loved, created by your subconscious as a coping mechanism. The one you felt safest around before he was changed by war, by Fulheim. But even if I'm not really him, allow me to speak on his behalf when I say, I am so proud of you. You fought so hard. And I'm sorry for what I've done. All the terrible things. I know I'm lost. That what I've done outweighs any justification. But I only ever wanted to keep you safe. To keep you from suffering as I have. Because I love you.
You have no idea how long I've waited to say that. But it's time for you to wake up. Goodbye, my love. I will always be with you. It's over, isn't it? The rebels have won. Then all is lost. The Empire will come for this kingdom. For you. After everything I've done. Everything I've lost. I failed. I couldn't protect you. I'm sorry. But you have to be strong. You're a ruler now. Make me proud. I never stopped loving you.
With King Silus defeated, the Empire's presence was driven out by the kingdom. The rebellion had won. The Queen kept her promise and gave the crown back to the former royal heir, and at their coronation, formed a lasting bond between their kingdoms to stand against the tyranny of the Empire until they were victorious or destroyed. Under the rule of their Royal Highness, the kingdom began to prosper once more, amassing a strong and well-equipped army to defend its walls once more. The brave rebel leaders, Lucien and Kate, who gave their lives, were immortalized in statues along the castle walls, standing strong to protect the kingdom they had fought for forevermore. Reclaiming the kingdom had dealt a devastating blow against the Empire. The failed colonization had cost a small fortune, and the defeat of Silus saw the imperial nobles' faith in the emperor begin to waver as the Empire's government fell into infighting. Word of the successful rebellion had spread to other imperial colonies, inspiring similar rebellions to rise up and reclaim their kingdoms. As a last resort, the emperor was forced to withdraw his forces from the area to deal with the uprisings, giving the allies time to regroup and prepare for the inevitable return of Fulheim. And as for Silus, he was buried in the royal gardens next to the king and queen that raised him. It seemed only fitting. The war had left most with sins to carry, and the king was no exception, as Silus' betrayal was the product of the madness his war had wrought. The imperial propaganda was removed from the streets along with any memories of Silus' fall to the empire, as the kingdom embraced its proud culture once more. A statue of him was erected in the town square, and songs were sang throughout the taverns as the kingdom tried to remember him as the brave hero who stood against the empire, and whose spirit died in their torture chambers. Though for many, Silus would always be remembered as the Mad King.
Did you retrieve what you needed from the Royal Library?
Yes, Your Majesty. Everything is going according to plan.
Good.